Dr. Laura McNeal joins us now. She's a law professor at the University of Louisville and a lecturer at Columbia University. Thanks very much for being with us. So let's turn back to the issue of student debt forgiveness. Does the ruling in this case put an end to the Biden administration's efforts at student debt forgiveness?
It does. I mean, the Supreme Court was very clear in saying that Biden's loan forgiveness policy was an overreach of his executive power and overreach of his authority. Now, when you say does it end, it's possible that the Biden administration might be able to come up with a student loan forgiveness policy that is constitutional. But the way that this particular plan was in place is ruled as not. So it just depends on whether or not they can find a way around it. To be quite honest, based on my legal expertise, I cannot see a path to doing that.
I want to follow up on that point, that you don't see a path to doing that. Share with us what the three justices who dissented on this decision argued.
Yeah, so they're arguing that the HEROES Act does indeed provide the authority for the Secretary of Education, which would, of course, encompass the Biden administration, to waive or modify student loans terms when there's an emergency. And their argument is that, we were in a pandemic, a national state of emergency, and therefore, under that HEROES Act, they had the authority to implement this loan forgiveness plan. The problem with that is we're not under a national emergency anymore. The Biden administration was very clear in lifting that emergency status. And it says waive or modify. It doesn't say cancel. So when you look at the plain letter or the plain language of the statute, I don't think the Biden administration has a path under the HEROES Act to do another loan forgiveness program.
And Professor, on this ruling dealing with the web designer, how does the Supreme Court's decision today in the LGBTQ plus protections case compare to how the court has ruled in previous cases on free speech?
I think it's very similar to one of the court's recent decisions with the Masterpiece Cake decision, in which they essentially were very clear in saying that that particular baker had the authority or the right to discriminate or to deny serving an LGBTQ plus couple based on his religious freedom. So the same religious exception that we saw the Supreme Court do in the Masterpiece Cake case, we also saw in this current case today. So I think we can expect the Supreme Court to continue to expand religious freedoms if they are confronted with a situation where they have to choose between a discriminatory impact and First Amendment religious freedoms. It's very clear the court is going to choose religious freedom.
Professor Laura McNeal, thank you so much for your insight.
Thanks.